Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about the current situation in the Middle East with conflicts between Israel and Hezbollah. The situation in the Middle East is increasingly tense, with conflicts escalating between Israel and Hezbollah, a Shiite militant group based in Lebanon. Recent developments, including the assassination of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah and Israel's military actions in Lebanon, have brought the region to the brink of full-scale war. In this talk, I'll explore the key events from the past week and their impact on the broader geopolitical landscape. On the evening of September 27th, Beirut, the capital of Lebanon, was shaken by a series of explosions. These attacks targeted residential areas, leaving visible devastation and massive craters across the city. One of the key events was the assassination of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, who had been in hiding for years. His death marked the end of a week-long Israeli military operations that had already resulted in over 500 deaths. Efforts by the international community, including the US and the United Nations, to broker a ceasefire had been ongoing, but Nasrallah's assassination effectively quashed any hope for immediate peace. 3 days after Nasrallah's death, on October 1st, Israel launched a ground invasion into Lebanon. The Israeli Defense Force described this as a limited and targeted operation aimed at preventing cross-border attacks by Hezbollah using rockets and drones. The conflict has already displaced nearly 1.2 million people and resulted in the death of 8 Israeli soldiers. Hezbollah has been escalating its attack since October 2023, in solidarity with Palestinians and backed by Iran. Israel is now engaged in ground battles on 2 fronts in Lebanon and the Gaza Strip, a scenario that hasn't occurred in decades. On the evening of October 1st, Iran retaliated by launching nearly 200 ballistic missiles at Israel. While Israel's defense systems intercepted most of the missiles, a few struck central and southern part of the country. Despite the scale of the attack, casualties were minimal, with one reported death in the West Bank. Iran's missile strike was seen as an attempt to restore some of its deterrent power, but experts suggest Iran is not seeking a full-scale war, knowing it would likely face overwhelming losses, especially with Israel being backed by Western allies. Despite suffering heavy losses, Hezbollah has vowed to continue fighting in Lebanon. History shows that while invading Lebanon is relatively easy, withdrawing is much more complicated for Israel. Tensions remain high, and many fear that the conflict could escalate into the broader regional war, involving multiple countries. While Israel's immediate focus is on defeating Hamas in Gaza and neutralizing Hezbollah in Lebanon, its leaders are also preparing for possible threats from other countries, including Iran and Syria. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining whether this remains a local conflict or spiral into something much bigger. The past week has brought the Middle East closer to a full-scale conflict, with Israel, Hezbollah, and Iran at the center of the tensions. The international community continues to push for peace, but the situation remains fragile. As the conflict evolves, it's essential to stay informed about its potential impact on the regional and global stability. Thank you for listening.